The growth rate fish, it dwells much on how the water is, and it also dwells on issues of oxygenation, how the oxygen is circulating, more so issues of temperatures, issues of stocking density. I know she's an expert. She maybe wants to share time you talk about my issues of stocking density kuti it's not only ngoti ukangoona water body wakutoti ndiri kuisa 7,000. You should have a specific number of fish which can be accommodated within a system governed by parameters. Ndopa unozoona kuti you can have a pond which is 10 by 10, and my I can tell you no, in this pond put 1,000, and then you go kana kuna Dr. Mano could put 1,500. But what's governing? Probably we are looking at the circulation level of oxygen within the within the pond. You see that you see the cages, they are 10 meters in terms of diameter, and they accommodate quantities. So no, but this is a 10-meter diameter, it's accommodating 15,000. How come you are saying on this one put 1,000? It's a dam. It's being fed by a lot of arteries, which would then increase the amount of oxygen within the within the system. So at the end of the day, you see that, like what she was saying, fish farming is very easy, but in it tuma protocols density yangu inofana kudai so satiation, feed per consumption method. Fish vanhu vakaona nobvunza kuti saka kana dzichiri diki kudai also turi tumafries ndinofida chikafu chakawanda sei. I know that most of the guys, they will tell you that we don't have a specific quantity. Feed up until they are okay, and then you give them time for the bioconversion ratio, whereby chikafu chiya chakuchinjwa to become cells. But at the same time, also look into the metabolism system ya fish. It's not every time, because not fish is not going to active in terms of consumption when it's cold, when it's early in the morning, you know all those parameters. But I know she'll take you through all those things. So, talking straight into pond construction. Pond construction, it's not something complicated. And for it to be cheaper for you, in most cases, you just need to do the pond, the digging of the pond on your own. But not like our organization who can say we do fix and supply. We can do everything. But digging on your own makes it makes it cheaper. And then there is this plastic which we are seeing. Could fish my earthen ponds, we use dam liners. But my dam liners, I know we are in different microns. My microns, that's the thickness which we have. And it so to not but thickness yema ponds. Plastic, the dam liner which we used here is 250 microns. 250 microns, that's the easily accessible in the country. But not tunokwanisa kuwa na 500 micron, tunokwanisa kuwa na 1,000 micron. Ekuti, it's a lifetime. If we are to take 1,000 micron dam liner, we put it in the pond. Tunogona kuona uti there will be no need for us to put soil on on top. And even if the tractor is to be driven in and get out, pond redur no rambarageta say rakasimba. You understand? But it now comes with with a bigger cost. So is accessibility, we're looking at at 250 micron. That's the one which is in the country. Can I talk to some 500 micron? Mostly and mainly people are getting them 500 microns from Manana, China, and 1,000 micron. Munom Zimbabwe anenga achitaka kudura, but you see 500 micron, it can be direct without the soil and rakasimba. So like what she said, getting fingerlings, just like dam liners and everything, you need to be getting them from this dam liner. It's a like my countries, they call them dam-proof membranes. They are meant for that. So you might see a 250 micron which is not meant for fish farming. Because pane nyaya ye-UV treatment, it should be exposed to sunlight, but it takes time kuti rite torn away. Saka you might go kuna someone, because we have a lot of people vanogadzira maplastics, but plastic raari kugadzira harisi kugadzirwa for that, for the pond. Totarisa elasticity level, the dam liner which is actually meant for fish farming rinofana kunge rine elasticity level which is an average of 40%. Kuitira kuti parinotsikwa parinoita sei rikwanise kustretcha risingaite sei risingabvaruke. So in terms of pond construction, like I've said, this is mostly you see ponds mazhinji, it says that they come in squares and then they come in rectangles, but this is a unique shape. And if you're looking at it, the dam liner rine 2.4 width and then rakabva say rabatanidzwa. Those are the ones which we're getting at the moment in the country. But you see, 500 microns, 1000 micron, and you can actually get it rine a 30-meter width and 100 meters. You understand? We have farmers in the country who have used those dam liners. But like what I say, if they come slightly with a bigger cost. So usually, if you are starting, it's encouraged to use this one. So these ones, you see, dzinoya dzine mupono yakawanda pakabatanzwa pakatibatanzwa. So you see, panobatanzwa apa panofana kubatanidzwa carefully, because those are the weakest links ye porosity yedu. But kana tichashandisa tiri kutaura ekuti the width is 30 meters. You see kuti with this pond you might not even need kuita sei kubatanidza, kungotora robva ratoiswa robva ratochekwa. Tirikunzwisana. And then in terms of digging, a slight complication ingoripo panyaya yema-angles. You dig your pond, it becomes, let's say, 10 by 10, and then trukuda the schist degree, so that plastic rinoita sei rinoiswa raiswa, it tilts. So firstly, pond redu rikadigwa, we need to ram pasi kuti paite sei kuti pasimbe. And then after, assuming it's a 10 by 10, we need to have at least 2 meters extras. That's when you're not gonna say, okay, how much dam liner do you need? How big is your pond? Don't it say 10 by 10? So probably you need 12 by 12. Why? Because we need the dam liner to overlap. Besides the dam liner overlapping, we need it to be a bit loosened up, so that risanyanye ku stretch. Because in it stretching, that's where we have the dam liner tearing apart very fast. And then if we have put the dam liner on top, we encourage then the UCH soil on top like this. What's the need? We need to put lawn yedu, because it turned out, like what I was saying, these dam liners 250 microns experience have shown me that they last averagely for 5 to 7 years. They may go kumberi, but that's the average time yokuti kazhinji ndipo paaneta say that's their lifespan.
What's the size?
The 250 microns, but something like 1,000 micron. I have a farmer who I've met in Mutare, Kuduza Neko Africa University. I shandisa is a concrete reservoir, and 1,000 micron yake Arukuti has been using it for the past 18 years. You understand? But you see, we are with the cost, but it doesn't necessarily mean it reaches 7 years. Why? Because plastic irikazonatsa kubatana nemavu, tinokwanisa kuti even rikaboka, the leakage level inogona kupedzisira yatova next to none, to an extent yekuti it will live forever. Because mukaona takaisa mavu soka, at the end of the day pamuchazoya raiswa mvura, you might not even tell there's a plastic at the at the bottom. And then we have my outlet pipes. These outlet pipes, they come like looking at the lowest point, kwekuti kana pond redu rikazara mvura yedu inoita sei inobuda neipapo. And then pane amwe, on this one we don't have that. And currently with the experience as well, we also not encouraging pane inonzi an outlet pipe inoiswa at the bottom of the pond. But what happens with that outlet pipe, it means kuti our dam line richaita sei richaboorwa for us to be in a position to install it. And then tikabora usually whoever tries kuisa, whether akushandisa cement or a solvent cement or whatever form yekuti abatanidze, in most cases that becomes our weakest what, our weakest link, yekuti ndo patinoona mvura yedu yakuita sei yakubuda neipapo. And then the other issue is the issue of loaning up. Loaning up, it strengthens up the pond, and then we need loan inenge ichita sei, inenge ichitoita ichi overlap into the pond. And then with our loan up, we also look into issues of predators. Maybe we cannot ndakienda kumberi, but pane ma issues ema predators. Kuti loan yedu inofana kuzonamba kumaintainwa zvokuti kana dziri nyoka hadzikwanisi kunatsa kuzofamba pamusoro, and kana dziri squirrel they can be managed, you understand. But like what she said, vakabirwa ma breeders, the biggest predator in most cases is the human being, you understand. Yeah, so basically that's about it. So if you have a stronger dam line in terms of microns, it can actually go without if pump soil, and it can go for some time.